So I changed my number this year from 6 to 37. My freshman year when I got number 6, I always planned on changing at some point. I initially thought I was going to change to number 4 once Nico left, because that's what I wore in high school and that's what my brother wore. So I always liked number 4. But anyways, got to the point where this last summer, or right when the season ended, that I just felt like if I was going to change my number, that changing to 37 is what I needed to do. That's what Jason wore in high school for baseball. So it felt right. I met Jason in the 7th grade at our youth group, and then he went to my school in the 8th grade. He and I became close friends. Just like I said, through our youth group, but I invited him over one time, and I remember the first time he came over to my house, he walks to my mom's house, and he says to my mom, "Oh, your house is so beautiful." And it was just one of those things it was kind of funny because you don't expect to hear that from like a middle schooler, and I remember laughing, but he was just such a genuine kid, and kind of you could just tell his heart for people. So actually, in the spring of our junior year, he had what he thought was vertigo. Got that checked out, and just kind of the symptoms kept going on. And right after we won our section championship in high school, about a month after, I was in North Carolina for baseball, and I got a text from my mom that says that Jason Lyon has a brain tumor. And it's one of those texts that you kind of look at in disbelief, and it's one of those things that you hear about people having, but you don't really think that it's something that you would have to hear about one of your friends or someone close to you having. So I got back home about in July, and at that time they thought the tumor was not malignant, that it was just benign. And about a week after that, he was diagnosed with DIPG, which is a very rare brain cancer. It's inoperable in the brain because it's under the brainstem. And he was told that basically that his time on Earth was uncertain how much longer he had left. To look at someone who had something that was literally a life or death circumstance, and to be able to attack that head on, for me, I just think about the stuff that I go through, whether it's baseball struggles or whatever personal struggles I've gone through, and that I can face those head on. At the time, like I said, you look at someone like that and it doesn't feel real that they can say that. So when you see someone say that, it just makes you feel like you can face your adversity and face everything that you go through with confidence. I really got to tell the story of Jason last winter, I believe, when our team, we tell stories of experience or how we got to Stanford, and I told Jason the story in front of the whole team. And after that, the support was, far greater than I could even ever expected. Just getting multiple people coming up to me after and saying thank you for sharing, and that was huge for people to really know what I went through and how much it meant to me. And that they cared for it, and that they were there for me. And the coaches have been great with it too, and just the support ever since I told that story last year has been incredible. The big saying throughout the whole thing was forever lion-hearted. So I have this bracelet that I wear that says lion-hearted, and then Jehovah Rapha, which means the God that heals. And I think to me the big takeaway is just what lion-hearted means. And that doesn't mean that necessarily that you want struggles to happen in your life or that you want difficulties to come, but it does mean that when you do have them, that you have the courage to go through it, and the courage to not only go through it but learn from it and become better because of it. The goal every year for every sport that everyone plays, they want to win, and you want to win every game. You never want to end your season on a loss. That being said, my identity isn't baseball. It's not who I am, it's what I do. And for me, what's even more special than, a big hit, a big win, or the people you share it with. That's what it's all about. To look to your left and to look to your right, and like I said, to see your best friends. And the relationships you build is what you remember. It's what lasts, it's the special part about baseball and all of sports. And for me, to have the perspective of, losing a friend, just how important it is and how special it is to be around the people you care about, and you can't take that for granted because Life hits you fast. Life-changing moments happen in a matter of seconds, and to take advantage of each opportunity with people you love and build those relationships, I think is something that's just so special.